interesting to see who are the top 10 receivers in the league are going forward. And so, who are some of the best receivers in the NFL in 2024? Not me. Going forward. Nico Collins, I think, is on the list here as well. Nico Collins, I think, is a huge surprise last year. Big, tall, physical. The catch radius he has is terrific. I think like a big, long hands, kind of like a Justin Jefferson, not quite at that level of a player, but him and Stroud have tremendous chemistry. I think right now I mean, that receiving core in Texas is really good. You have Stephon Diggs, you have Tank Dell, and you have Nico Collins. I think he's at the front of the line. I think he's now broken into the top 10 as one of the top 10 receivers in the NFL. Spartacus, DK Metcalf. I think he was probably better off with Russell Wilson, certainly in his prime, than he was at Geno Smith. But I love DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, I think, is just a tremendous physical specimen. Kind of a bigger version of T.O. The only thing with him, got to stay healthy. Got a little bit, kind of just what it is football. I mean, so that's going to happen. But Metcalf, I think, again, kind of like Collins, not quite as fast, though more of the physical receiver, but he can really pass the ball. I think definitely almost kind of way. I'd love to see him play elite quarterback as well. I think that's part of it. I love DK Metcalf. How did this guy come from nowhere last year? Here's a guy. I don't even think he was drafted. I don't think, man, he was just gangster last year in for the Rams. I think he was just. I don't think the ceiling. I think 8 might even be too low. I believe him at 8 because he kind of came from nowhere. And the second year did tail off a little bit in the second half. But man, Puka Nacua, I mean, the first 6-7 weeks, guard didn't know what to do. I think the whole season did tail off a bit, but just all the tools, fast enough, quick enough hands, moves like with a good suddenness. Some people are fast. We all talk about guys being fast. What's so important in wide receiver is acceleration. How fast can you get the top speed? Puka Nacua gets there real quick. Amon St. Brown. I think this guy, I was actually honestly kind of sleepy on this guy, but he's really good. Definitely emerged as the number one receiver in Detroit. You look at the success that Jared Goff is having. This is one of the reasons why Amon St. Brown definitely just he's outstanding. I love his hands. Absolutely love him. Absolutely love the way he catches the football. Definitely outstanding. I love his route running. Finds actually open spots very well. So I actually like him a lot. But I love his hands. It almost looks too simple, if that makes any sense. It doesn't jump off the page all the time as far as like watching him. I think that's kind of why he kind of goes under the radar a little bit. But man, just so consistent every week. Amon St. Brown really emerged. Dropping him down, I mean, was the number one for a while, but I think he's still in the top 10. Davante Adams. I think Davante Adams is dominant. I think he's kind of suffered. This is probably a case too of a guy not as good with the quarterbacking as well. He had for so many years, he had Aaron Rodgers, he had Derek Carr last year, kind of in and out. This year he's going to have, I think, Gardner Minshew and Aiden McConnell. So I think that affects it. But his supposedly down number, I mean, he's still over 1,200 yards as a receiver. Davante Adams still need to double team him. I can tell you, this is probably the deadliest weapon that they have on the Raiders. So definitely Davante Adams. I still have him top one. Worry a little bit now at the age he is. Everybody talks about how running backs drop off. Nobody talks about as much, and I've seen this, how receivers drop off over 30. Look at it. There's not a lot of receivers over 30 that really are in that upper echelon a lot. Here and there are, but usually they start to slide. Not not even age 30 sometimes. It's 31 years old. Here and there you'll see it, but that's just the concern with him. But otherwise, there is no concern. Devontae Adams is terrific. Good receiver group here. Um, More projections. CeeDee Lamb is getting better and better and better. The chemistry with him and Dak Prescott is really good. Um, Look, thought maybe you didn't need this pick a few years ago. Jerry Jones was kind of hoping get out of the contract with Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb would emerge. It has happened. CeeDee Lamb, I think, is on track, I think, for 1,600 yards as well. CeeDee Lamb, this is a complete receiver. Very much. He kind of reminds me of Rod Smith. Like he does everything well. He runs well. He catches well. He runs routes well. He reads defenses well. You know, kind of like with Amon Brown we just talked about. Guy like doesn't always jump off the page with everything, but kind of jumps off with several things. This guy jumps off with several things. I think he's number 5 in the whole league. CeeDee Lamb. I definitely think he is got a lot of potential. Here's a guy who does jump off the screen with everything, and that's AJ Brown for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Philly was really has a really good group of receivers. AJ Brown, I think, is a difference maker. What a huge mistake they made letting him go. I don't know what the Titans were thinking. I think the mess they've had if you'd have held on to this guy. This guy is just a super athlete, period. I love the height he can get catching the football. I think that is just unbelievable. He definitely just seems like he's a better athlete than the cornerbacks and the defensive backs he's going against, AJ Brown. So definitely he makes a difference in the game. I think Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts, man. They extended AJ Brown. They extended Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith didn't had a top 20. Devontae Smith would have been on that. So definitely you have the receivers here, but this guy, I think he's terrific. AJ Brown, definitely one top 4 in the league. Number 3, Jamar Chase. I think the only thing with him is can you keep him healthy? There's no flaws here. No flaws at all. Catches the ball just from minute 1. Sometimes him and probably the only other guy I have besides him as far as a rookie, we saw it a little bit last, kind of the same thing with Puka Nacua, but I think Jamar Chase was the same one. As soon as he comes in his rookie year, oh yeah, this guy is this guy's a beast. You better have 2 guys on him. And sometimes it takes a league like Nacua, like it takes him like half a season to figure it out. They were doing that training camp, like with this guy. You got to figure it out. Can he stay healthy enough to go ahead and take back, I think, the number 1 spot? I think that's the only flaw in his game. Can he stay healthy? Can the quarterbacking stay healthy for Cincinnati? But Jamar Chase is terrific. I don't think there's any question about it. I'm going to now put him behind Justin Jefferson. I think Jefferson, with the new extension, they'd have been insane not to sign Justin Jefferson. This guy, I call him the cheat code. I think like just some of the stuff you see Justin Jefferson do, you're not supposed to be doing. Not supposed to be catching the ball with one hand over the receiver's back. Not supposed to be catching every ball falling out of bounds like this. Justin Jefferson, the body control, the hands, the athleticism is a next level. Just next level compared to everyone else. There's nothing that he doesn't do well. The concern here, again, quarterbacking. They may have quarterback issues. Can JJ McCarthy possibly starting? I mean, anybody can utilize this guy. I'm just saying, but will it affect his numbers and everything because you're going to have a young quarterback possibly there, or Sam Darnold or a quarterback not as good? That's it. This guy is terrific here, but I'm going to put number 1 Tyreek Hill. You know, I've kind of had the beast of his own kind in his own category, but he's had 1,700 yards 2 consecutive seasons. I'm not going to not say it anymore. This guy is a beast of his own kind. I don't know how long of a runway he is as the best receiver in the league, but I got to put him 1. This guy makes more of a difference than any non-quarterback in the league. Anywhere on the field at Tyreek. I mean, Tyreek Hill I mean, it's just going to destroy people, even with another good receiver on his team, Jalen Waddle. So, yeah, Tyreek Hill, I'm putting him number one. I don't think he's not in his own category. He's the best in the NFL as far as receivers. There you go. Tyreek Hill is the number one receiver the NFL